Welcome in. Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Welcome in. So glad to have you here. Let's get to this message here, collective. Remember, not everything's going to resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. Here we go. Messages for our collective. Hope everyone's doing well. Here's what we got so far. Quite a bit coming out. You got the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Okay, that's a good start. You have also got the Four of Wands, the Lovers, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, what do we have here? Okay. New people coming into your life, new situations. This is wishes granted. This is who you wanted to come in. Whether that be one person or many people. But I also see that love life is looking really good. Like a next level up here for you. Coming about because you face the truth, or you embrace the truth and you closed everything else out. The truth set you free from people stabbing you in the back. Six of Pentacles. This is a very generous energy. A balanced energy. Something that made you worried in the past connects this ending to the generosity. Nine of Swords is out here. Someone might have been very generous to you to kind of keep you under their some sort of control here. The Chariot, they moved real quickly with you. They seemed a certain way, the way that you wanted. But they kept you in a worried state. The Chariot is out here now, I think I said. Yeah, they kept you kind of in a foggy state, unclear state, worried state, dependent state, dependent on them. That's what I see you put an end to. Something happened with your third eye that helped you see the truth of your life. Not just the truth of the situation, it's broader and bigger. It was like a major truth concerning your life. And I think with the King of Swords coming out here now, it was how you don't give yourself enough credit for your good intelligence. You know, you don't need to be codependent on anyone, with anybody, and not with this person. And that was a big truth for you. I don't need this. Yeah, I see the swirling control turned into swirling around some realizations that you had about yourself and how I am independent and successful If I have somebody, it's an added bonus, it's a celebration, it's balanced, it's harmony, it's not control. Yeah, you had some huge revelations here. That has brought about or will bring about a different type of person that you will attract as far as friendships are concerned, as far as what you do for a living and what you accept. A lot of discernment here. A lot of security. You're being very secure in your self-confidence, as well as making sure your area is secured. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. You don't just take anything now in the way of career positions. You don't just take anything now in the way of whoever comes along is welcome into your energy, is welcome into your inner sanctum. King of Wands. Yeah, following your own path, but it's lit up with your happiness here. And you're very dynamic. You have a way about you that is naturally a leader, but in a way that people, love your energy. They want to be around you. They want to follow you. That's just a side note. They want to follow you. They really just want to be around you. This person before that you were in I think for many of you, a romantic relationship, or maybe it started that way, then went to friends. They were trying to capture that essence you have and control it. But they, you saw the truth here. They were unsuccessful in that regard. The Hangman and Death is out here now. You have done a lot of soul searching. You have come to great epiphanies about yourself. That is what has changed your energy up. It's changed your life. Let people come to you, and people do come to you, okay? But be discerning on who you allow to stay. You're doing there's a lot of mental work going on here. For some of you, I feel like you're saying, yeah, I'm out of the love scene. I don't want that piece of the pie anymore. But I do see that either with this transformation, you are with someone that is a really great match here that you're celebrating, that's brought in a lot of balance. But first and foremost, you brought in the balance to attract this energy that reinforces that balance, that good balance. Or it's right around the corner. So don't give up on this just yet. It's going to surprise you. It's like the moment you say, I'm closing the door to that. Something, the window opens and here comes this person. Page of Pentacles. An offer. Yeah, this person comes in. For many of you, when you least expect it. I think there is a habit here or some sort of habitual patterns that you see where people, they move real quickly with you and then they want to control you. Okay, that has something to do with your essence, I see in the cards here. They want your essence. Because if you think about it, did some of these situations move so quickly that they couldn't possibly have known you that well to want to move this along so fast? So what else was the motivation? In the cards I see, it was your essence. That was their motivation. They could sense, feel, see the essence you had around others, the power that you had naturally around others that they wanted to control. Judgment, yeah. You placed a judgment on this situation with this person. And I feel like Spirit did too. Helped you along. Helped you to see these epiphanies. Wow, epiphanies. Incredible. Moment, please. Thank you for your patience there through the pause. Yeah, this is a combination of Spirit showing out for you and you seeing and receiving some epiphanies here. Total transparency about your life. You got real here about yourself, your choices, how your life had gone up until that point, and how you wanted to move forward. Whoa, I feel like you're the belle of the ball, male or female. You know, you're just the main attraction. You've always been that way, but you did let somebody come in here and try and control that shine. It's like they didn't want to dim it. They wanted you out there, bringing in the shine for them. They wanted to control where the shine went. This is someone that moved very quickly with you and then, handcuffed you. Tried to control what your natural essence provides, and they felt provided them. Okay, Emperor, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands. You might have thought this person was an emperor. I'm reading the emperor a little bit different here, in that in the past you knew them, and they were the standout or something, but they burnt out because their intentions were not on the up and up. In the course of life, they burnt out because their intentions weren't solid, weren't good. So you kind of had a different idea of who they were. That's why you allowed some of this control. And they also, I think in the past, you thought they were your match. But you've gotten clear on all that. Yeah, it was like you were looking at them with, your 18-year-old eyes or your 10-year-old eyes. Someone that you really admired when you were younger had a lot of influence over you, how much you admired them. You thought maybe they were the key here for you. And then this came together, but I see you really meant for an actual emperor. A gift from the divine. Again, divine intervention here, spirit showing out for you. Yeah, a match. And if it hasn't come in, it is coming in. Or if it has come in, this is my person. Yeah, you are very excited about it, ready to celebrate this union with others, make it official. Queen of Pentacles. You just had to ground yourself out of kind of the flash of what you knew of this person long ago. And you did a lot of thinking, and the epiphanies came. Crown chakra, very activated. There are a couple of lines of stories here, storyline going. Couple of different storylines going here. Four of Swords, Eight of Cups, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you really had to step back, take a look at this, take some time with this, wonder why it is that these patterns have occurred, or you really had to sit with this and figure it out, like piece yourself back together. Why have you let this in? Why did this look so appealing? This being after you walked away. And I feel like they made it difficult for you too, to walk away. I mean, not that you were determined, but they did not make it easy. Because they wanted you to feel like you couldn't do it without them and that you had to return. You didn't really see how you were going to make it, but you could feel the divine intervention helping you along here. I think this also made you physically ill for a bit. both in this scenario as well as leaving this scenario, because I do feel kind of ill during this read. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you knew you had to let it go. Let this go. It was too worrisome. You know, this is the type of person that will argue any side because they just want to argue. So if you did one thing, they didn't like it, so you did, something else that was, that you just always wanted to argue. Okay, you said black. They said white. So you said okay, white, and then they started arguing black. That type of energy. Just always wanting to make you just be dizzy, out of it, in their control. But when it was time to be on and shine and bring in that essence again for them, sell something for them, something like that, boy, you were expected to be on. Yeah, this is really messed up. I find this messed up. Yeah, but Spirit's saying move on, because what you did, and the main part of this message is you heard the messages, you heard the epiphanies, you heard the direction from Spirit. You let the divine intervene, and in doing so, you became the captain of your odyssey again, okay? 9 of Wands in the reverse and the Hermit. Yeah, this took a lot on your part to become enlightened, but I feel like you did it very quickly because you're a natural here. You're the one that, your essence is undeniable. You're unnatural. So now you always remember, you never give that away. You know this is a true gift. Not everybody has. I don't think you put a lot of credit there. And so now you really understand this. This is a gift that I don't give away. This is an incredible gift not everybody has, and I don't give this away. The world, yeah, closing out cycles. This could be you traveling too. This could be you doing something online, bringing that essence online. And I feel like it is to help others. Coming out of just being drained and having a drain on you. What was? There's a sense of what was. Epiphanies, what is now? The what was shall remain unnamed. It's like just move away from it. Move away from that energy. You've learned from it. Don't repeat it. Don't go back. Don't go back mentally. Don't think about these things. You're a different person. Now, 9 of Pentacles. This is absolutely the crux of the message. Knowing your worth, stepping in your own essence for how you want that to work for you, independent of anybody else. Nobody controls this. You are with your guide, period. You understand what the essence is for through the guidance of your divine match, your divine match who is brought in by the divine. So it's like this match that's coming in is so good for you. Yes, they will have influence that will be positive on you, and you will choose to share this essence of yours, but also knowing that the divine brought this match in. Keep with your divine tie there, your spirit team. Letting Spirit in. Yeah, no more confusion here. You had a soft spot in your heart for this person, for many of you, because you knew them in the past and you knew them as somebody different. Or you were so young, you assumed something much better that wasn't ever there in them, okay? Then you really gave this some thought, and with that and your wisdom, cut things out. Yeah, that gave you a new beginning, away from what was just going to be a problematic, ongoing situation for you, okay? And I feel like they also do this to other people. But yeah, now I'm hearing, okay, but the main part of the message is don't go back to that energy. What was. Don't go back there. Justice has been yours now. Justice has been yours. A divine partner comes in. If they haven't already, and you know this, with all your heart to be your person, they are right around the corner. Justice comes in for this other what was. Yeah, it was a competitive vibe for sure. And then hold back emotions for you as a part of the manipulation. Hold back investing in you because it was all about them. Now you're on to what actually is suited for you, thanks to opening up to Spirit and letting Spirit in. Spirit was your guide here, absolutely. Let's grab a charm. The Camel. You can do very little. I mean, let me repeat what my thought is here. You can do a lot with very little. The Camel. The camel can go on and on and on with very little water. You are resilient. You are very strong. You can make things happen out of nothing. That's the essence. It's just something divinely in you that I feel like Spirit has a lot of situations you will be placed in where your essence is needed. You can do a lot with a little, and you can make others feel the same. You know, if people feel like they're in lack, you can help them with the gratitude of what they do have. You can help them with a balance. Let's see what else we have here. The Elephant. Again, resilience. Busting through barriers. This was not easy coming out of this situation, and really embracing and understanding the Epiphanies. Not easy, but you have done it, and that's made all the difference. I just don't want to ever close this out. I don't know. I feel like we come to an end, and then I think, no, there's got to be more. There's got to be more here. Let's grab a... Let's grab an oracle. Yeah, you're terrific at busting through barriers. Terrific at it. To the sea, on the right path, in the right direction, going the right way now. And look at your divine intervention here, guiding you. This is you, clear on your direction now. And notice you are alone. Okay? But I feel like you're not alone because we did talk about your love life percolating here. But in that, just stand in your power here. Know your worth. And that's the path. Other people will come and go. The divine will bring you someone very special in the area of love. But it's always, regardless of who else is involved in your life, which you're discerning about now, it's going to always be about you and the direction that you choose to take. The power within and your special essence, you won't ever take for granted. Yeah, the building blocks at the bottom of the deck, what follows that is a leg up. That's you. Your essence gives people a leg up. Your essence is the leg up. Okay, this is why the past, the was, wanted to control that. Something very magical. Now you don't take that for granted. And you actually do, you do have faith in it now. You do believe in it more. Whereas before you're like, everybody probably has this. Now you see, no, this is something very special to be coveted and protected and secured. The security, remember we talked about. Yeah, excellent. That is your message. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. Helps the channel to grow. If you're inclined, please do utilize the link for Buy Me a Coffee. Would love to receive a coffee from you. Thank you. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.